Hey everyone, Ace here with another video. I'm going to be installing the RF7G R7FG, RadioLink 7-channel receiver and my Arma Typin 3S BLX. Now I've already taken the ESC and the receiver cover off. I've got my old receiver out already. And I'm going to hook my servo up to channel 1 on the receiver. And remember, the brown or the black wire always faces outward. That's how I remember. Your ESC goes into channel 2. And it's a little difficult to push in on this one. Now I'm going to power on the ESC and see if it works. Okay, the light's blinking here on the ESC right by my thumb, so that means it's waiting for me to turn on the controller. So I turned on the controller. Now I have to pair it. In order to pair or bind the receiver with the transmitter, okay, you push the center button here on this for more than 1 second, and the green light will flash, meaning the binding process has begun. Okay, that means it's begun. Now, when it stops flashing, that means binding is complete. Boom. Easy. That's how easy it is to bind this. Now, if you want to turn the GYRO on, or gyro, however you want to say it, then by default, this comes factory setting with it turned off. Now, in my previous video, I held up the instructions, but factory setting, by default, it's off. Now, if you want to turn on the GYRO, then you will push the button on the receiver 3 times. That'll get you to mode 4. So if I push this button 3 times, bam, bam, bam. Okay, the red and green light's blinking. Now, the green light is on solid, and look, if I wiggle the receiver, the wheels will move. So that tells me that the GYRO is activated. That's pretty much all there is to do. Now I need to adjust the sensitivity with my remote so it's not going crazy on me. That should take care of that. Now I'm going to power off the car and put it all back together. That seemed like a pretty quick video. I'm going to take the camera down here and show you a little more detail. Alright, right here's what I did. Here's my receiver, R7FG. I plugged in the servo here, and then the ESC on channel 2, and I'm going to put it back down here in the box. And right here, that little red thing, it's right here, is where you have to put the wires through at. It has to go in between those 2 rubber pieces. And if not, then you'll end up pinching and cutting the wires by the lid right here, the edges on the lid. So make sure, if you're working on an Arma that has this waterproof case, or even a Traxxas, make sure you put your wires in your area here, or if not, you'll ruin things. Now, this was a pretty simple install. I had no problems setting up the R7FG, and I'm probably going to take it outside and test it out. I've got the RC4GS remote here, which is a very good remote. I've done a video on it a while back. It's always worked faithfully for me. It's got the channel 3 adjustment knob right here, and then the steering trim. You push it up and down. The throttle trim on top, and the other auxiliary channel here on the side. So I'm going to take this out for a run. I'll be right back. Okay, it's Ace back here, and I'm outside now with my Arma Typhon 3S, which I love. These shocks, the 6S shocks, just have to point that out. These are actually Italian 6S shocks. The ones on the front are Creighton 6S shocks. And I've actually got a big rock granite bumper on here because the bumper that T-Bone actually designed for this thing are horrible. Up here in the front, if you look, I don't know if you can see it, but this hinge pin brace, this metal one here, would always come completely out. This one's almost coming out, but the little plastic brace in front of it, the lighter colored red one, is what the one in front of it is actually what holds the pins in. But anyway, let's go. I'm going to run it. Hopefully this footage don't suck. This is the first time I've really ran it on my head before. And I've got my new receiver in here, RadioLink, which I have to admit is a really good price for this thing too. And here we go. Oh, I've got the speed turned down. The endpoint adjustment, I've got it on 50%. I don't like running it on 100% where I'm at because I'm in tight quarters, tight space. But I turned it up to 100. Everything works good. Oh man, that thing flies. Not too bad. Oh, the GYRO I need to turn down a little bit though. Uh-oh. Oops, that's good. Huh. Can't wait till I can actually take this thing out in the field and run it. Or baseball diamond or something again. Because this thing kicks butt. I hope I'm getting this. Oops. I'm going to try turning this up to 120. I think 100 is the maximum, but 120, I don't know. It might make a little bit of difference. Wow. And this Typhon just has a stock motor, but it has a Hobbywing ST10 or Hobbywing Max 10 STT ESC installed. Too many letters to remember. And since I installed that ESC with the stock Arma motor, I've actually gained like 5 or 6 miles per hour and a lot more torque. Wow, that thing really moves. That's pretty good. Right on. Alright guys, well, I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to run my car a little bit more and have some fun with it. You guys have a good day.